What's going on, Copper fam? Ellie here. Now, with the African Cup of Nations underway, it's a reminder of just how many incredible African players are starring in Europe's top leagues. But one thing that's not appreciated is just how many legendary players for European national teams were actually born in Africa. This is Copper 90, and these are the top 5 African players that never were. At 5, it's Mario Calluna. Born in Mozambique, Calluna was spotted by a Benfica scout and went on to win 2 European Cups and 10 domestic league titles with the club. He also captained the Portuguese national team to a 3rd place finish in the 1966 World Cup. He ended up with 57 caps and 8 goals. At 4, it's Arsenal legend Patrick Vieira. Born in Senegal, Vieira's family moved to France when he was 8. As well as the huge numbers of trophies he went on to rack up with Arsenal, Juve, Inter and Man City, Vieira also played over 100 games for France, winning the 1998 World Cup, the 2000 European Championships and the 2001 Confederations Cup in the process. At 3, it's another French international and another World Cup winner, Marcel Desailly. Born as Odenke Abi to Ghanaian parents, Marcel had his name changed when his mother married the head of the French consulate in Accra. He arrived in France as a 4-year-old and later began his career at Nantes before going on to win Champions League titles with Marseille and AC Milan, the FA Cup and Super Cup with Chelsea, and along with Vieira, the World Cup and European Championships with France. He played 116 games for France, a record that stood until overtaken by his defensive partner, Lilian Thuram. At 2, it's one of the all-time greats, Eusebio. Like his teammate Calluna, Eusebio was born in Mozambique before going on to represent Portugal. He won the Ballon d'Or in 1965, was the top scorer in the 66 World Cup and scored a total of 41 goals in just 64 games for the national team. Mozambique must be gutted to have missed out on him. At number 1, he's not the most decorated international footballer ever, but he does have perhaps the most incredible story. It's Rio Mavuba. Mavuba's mother was Angolan and his father was a former Zaire international. His parents fled Angola during the Civil War and Rio was actually born on a boat in international waters. His birth certificate did not have a nationality on it, stating only that he'd been born at sea. Having settled in France, Mavuba's mother and father both passed away when he was a child and he threw himself into football to help deal with his grief. He received French nationality in 2004 and went on to be selected for the national team, eventually playing in the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. Well, that was our top 5 Africans that never were. If you think differently, well, you know what you got to do. Leave a comment below and let me know.